The world just completely changed.
Being remote and out of school was very stressful, things being closed, not being able to see people.
Me being a more social person, me not being able to hang out with people, me not being able to have that human interaction with people basically made me have people that usually don't have depression.
Nobody's in your brain. Nobody knows what you go through. So, you know what I'm saying? Put your mental health first.
Especially being, under quarantine and everything. We didn't have a lot of places to go and just distract ourselves from everything that was going on.
It kind of felt like I was trapped in a box, and I'm already kind of like a quiet person, so I think it made it worse for me.
Throughout all of the deaths, throughout all of the racial experiences, throughout all of the depression, throughout all of the overthinking, I still find a way to lift myself up.
It was depressing.
All the deaths and stuff going on around me, depression, oppression, stuff like that. Not being able to provide for myself the way I want to.
Everybody was stuck in the house, so we couldn't really go anywhere. It would have been better to go outside.
A lot of the youth are experiencing things, especially now with the pandemic, that they've never experienced before, all these emotions and feelings, and they don't know how to cope with it. They don't know what it is.
Me being stuck inside, that feels like I'm in a prison, and that's not good for my mental health.
People have been mentally, off a little bit due to being at home and stuff, and I don't think people really recognize that, especially the parents. Like, we going through a lot. This has never happened before in the history of the world, so it's new, and everybody had a different type of mindset going into this and coming out of it. So
before Corona, I was at like a high point in my life, and then when it happened, I just went down so far, and I lost everything that I really loved about myself, and I lost people who loved me because I couldn't love myself.
We need more mental health help because it's a serious thing.
With me being so free to do whatever I want, I was getting caught up in a lot of stuff and jammed up in stuff I normally wouldn't get jammed up in.
School was hard. I've always been a honor roll student, and then when Corona happened and Zooms, I just lost all my motivation, and I did the Zooms, but I didn't do the work, so I was failing a lot of classes.
A lot of things went downhill due to lack of motivation and stuff.
And I was in a household with 3 other siblings, and they gave us one for 3 Chromebooks, so it was like we ran out by the half a month.
I'm gonna do that. How they expect me to get on the Zoom every morning and stay on it, and we're at school. I'm at school at my home, so it's like a lot of distractions and stuff.
A lot of the teachers were feeling really kind of pressured, and they were just kind of going through it themselves. So it was really difficult to communicate with them and for them to communicate with us.
There's been a lot of violence going on in my community as soon as it kind of got hot, and I want the violence to stop. Yeah, I
would say it needs to stop because there's no reason we should be fighting each other in our own communities. We should be trying to make Rochester a better place, not bring each other down.
I lost, I think, 5 friends this year I grew up with.
Because, I hang out with a lot of people in my neighborhood, and they are affiliated and stuff that go on. I try to just encourage them, that's not the way. We don't always got to, end it with killing each other, there could be a different solution. Because, I feel like, everybody's just dying too young.
3 times in a month, that's like a wake-up call.
When George Floyd, when that video came out, I was the first to be out there, and it was really crazy. I was really on the front line, staring face to face with a cop with my best friend, and it was really crazy seeing them respond to people crying in their faces.
We've been going through this for so long to the point where it's just never going to end at this point. It needs to, but it's never going to, because they're going to always have that power, and they're always just going to take advantage of it.
People still haven't grown up. If you look at it in the history books, slavery, races, that's what Martin Luther King fought for, equality, bro. And it's just sad that you still, you still doing this to black culture. Me being a black person, it's scary if you see a cop and you walking at night by yourself.
I was a part of a protest, And it was a great feeling to be able to be out there, stand up for my people.
Against racists and all the racial stuff that's been going on for years and years and years.
Like, it's really brought, like, I don't want to say the best out of me, but it's brought the leadership out of me. It's brought, like, it's go time. It's brought, like, the fire in me.
All we have is our community, and we need to stand together, and we need to let anybody know we're not going to stop, and we're going to keep fighting until these issues are resolved. And whenever that will be, the fight won't end until then.
Before I got the job at TE, I was going on marches and stuff for like in the protest for the school board, but I didn't really know what it was about. And then when I really joined TE, that I really got to learn what I was like fighting for.
It's been an eye-opening experience. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to be a part of, and like I've always felt passionate for like organizations and movements, but I just was too scared to like be actually a part of that, and like TE's really helped me realize that you can get your hands in it even if it's a little part.
And just to be a voice for people who may not be able to be a voice for themselves.
TE helped me connect with people because I got disconnected from a lot of friends and people who I talked to in school and in the community.
Working at TE was a really great experience. I'm not even gonna lie.
So the job is definitely where I found my hope.
It definitely helped me progress and grow as a person.
Working there, it really opened me up and helped me find myself. And I think a word I'll use overall for it was inspiring.
And it's a blessing for me being at this age, still doing what I'm doing, making it to 2021 and beating this pandemic.
Remember to uplift yourself and keep yourself up and make sure not to stay down.
I went through a lot this year, and because of what I went through, it really pushed me out of my comfort zone, and that's what really made me push harder and want to accomplish more than I ever have in my life. So.
I don't know, it's gonna sound crazy, but it probably was losing people because I feel like I grew a lot. Like, that helped me become who I am right now, and I wouldn't be who I am right now if I didn't lose them people.
I'm doing the best that I can, and you know, if you're still here, you're doing the best that you can. And if you know you can do better, do better.
Just remember to be kind to yourself and to just remind yourself that you got this and you are capable. Yeah.
Say everybody keep their head up, we gonna get through it. It's gonna be a little bit longer, but we gonna get through it.
It's one episode, you know. It's not like it's gonna go on forever and forever and forever. It'll be over at some point. So just wait it out.
This is a community. There might be 4 separate communities in Rochester, but one community has to stay together and actually improve on itself.